Hello and welcome to the Fancy News Show from the Bottled Imp. My name is Ken Boyter and this is your weekly fix of fancy news. On this week's show, Lady Trent, dragon naturalist extraordinaire, visits London. The Oxford University Press unleash a new dictionary with a difference, and you can step inside the world of Westeros. You try and say that after a couple of drinks, like never before. But first, Showmasters Film and Comic Con in Exeter is happening the weekend of the 25th of June. Takes place for 2 days at the West Point Centre and celebrates film, TV and comics of the sci-fi and fantasy genre, and also a bit of horror thrown in for good measure. There's lots of things to do and see, such as photo shoots, panels, autograph sessions, and obviously lots of stalls selling their merchandise and memorabilia. Plus, there are quite a few guests that are going to be there that you can meet, such as Sylvester McCoy of Doctor Who and The Hobbit fame, Robert Llewellyn of Red Dwarf, and Robert Englund, I think that's how you pronounce it, from A Nightmare on Elm Street. Plus, there'll be a few more guests from Doctor Who and Star Wars. You can visit the web page, which is filmandcomiccon.exeter.com, for further details, and we will put all the links in the descriptions of this episode. Marie Brennan will be signing her latest book at London's Forbidden Planet. In the Labyrinth of Dragons, the fourth Lady Trent memoir book, and that sees her interest in dragon naturalism take her to the deserts of Achaea. Marie Brennan is a former academic, I don't know what's the matter with me, I can't speak today, with a background in archaeology, anthropology and folklore. As well as the Lady Trent series, she has also written the Doppelganger and Onnot's Court novels, plus 6 novellas and over 30 short stories. The signing takes place between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. on Thursday, the 2nd of June, at the Forbidden Planet branch, the big mega store in Shaftesbury Avenue in London. And you can find out further details at their website, which is forbiddenplanet.com. Roald Dahl's made-up words are to get their very own dictionary. Yes, the dictionary is being compiled to celebrate the centenary of the writer's birth. Dahl famously invented words to basically stop his readers from getting bored in case they decided to go off and start watching TV. And obviously nowadays it will be on the old tablet, won't it? The Oxford Roald Dahl Dictionary features Roald Dahl's longtime illustrator Sir Quentin Blake, and it's also compiled by lexicographer Dr. Susan Rennie, so it's obviously an academic book. Now, the words invented, there are loads. Apparently there's nearly, I think there's thousands that he did invent over his writing career, some of which are these. Let's see if I can pronounce these ones. Lickswishy, which means a lickswishy taste or flavour is gloriously delicious. That's the example they've given. Snozwanger, careful how you pronounce that one, is a deadly 3-footed creature that preys on Oompa Loompas. Hang on. Gobble Funk is to play around with words and invent new words or meanings. And Bop Muggard, that's if a giant is Bop Muggard, he's in a very bad situation. And obviously that describes it perfectly, doesn't it? And also there's Frop Scottle, which is a green fizzy drink that the BFG, the Big Friendly Giant, and other giants drink instead of water. The dictionary does contain over 8,000 real and invented words that relate all to the world of Roald Dahl, and it took 5 years to compile, apparently. The dictionary is available tomorrow, which is the 2nd of June. And this is just a bit of fun, this one. You can explore the Game of Thrones opening credits like never before. Yes, the HBO hit series Game of Thrones, which is obviously based on the books by George R.R. Martin, have had a bit of a makeover because you can now delve inside. You can do a 360-degree experience. So you go to their Facebook page, which again is a big long link, so I'll put that in the description, and you can sort of grab it and look around as though you're 360. So you can obviously, as the sequence flies through all the landscape, you can actually look around the landscape. I have tried it myself. It is a lot of fun and very disorientating. But as I say, Game of Thrones Facebook page is where you can find that. LepreCon Science Fiction Convention is Arizona's annual sci-fi and fantasy convention with an art emphasis. Now, I quite like the idea of that because I love fantasy art. Life, the universe and everything is the theme for this convention, and there's lots to see there. There's going to be, obviously the main focus is the art gallery, and there's going to be art from sci-fi and the fantasy genre. Artists include Jenny Breeden, Dan Q. Gore and Elizabeth Leggett. As well as the artwork, there's going to be board games and RPGs for you to play, cosplay, music, and there's even going to be a mini film festival. Plus, naturally, there's going to be a big hall full of merchandise for you to buy. It all takes place at the Embassy Suite Phoenix North Hotel, Arizona in the good old US of A between the 23rd and the 26th of June, and their website is LepreCon.org. Kickstarter news: Glow Part 1, The Witch, is a new ongoing coming-of-age fantasy story from Mythopoeia, and it's by Ray Chow and Vincentio Ferrerio, forgive me, with art by Dia J and Annie Molina. And this is their second Kickstarter campaign with their first comic series, which was funded and it was proved very successful, and that's called The Skies of Fire. I do believe that's still available for purchase. And the setting for this comic is there's a world where magic caused both an industrial revolution and then subsequently a nuclear holocaust. And there was an ancient empire that managed to kind of harness and store this magic because obviously it was very powerful, and they stored it up in these towers that range across the land. And all was well, it was all very peaceful thanks to that, apart from when the towers started to fall. Now, they have completed 10 pages of this, which you can see on their campaign. But they are looking for funding to complete the project, and any further funding, if they obviously smash that and carry on collecting money, they will be putting that towards future issues. The artwork does look really good, looks really stunning, and I'm quite intrigued by this one, the actual story line as well. And you can get it in both digital and print versions. It's already funded, and it finishes on the 9th of June. A new line of storage boxes for your game accessories has been launched from e-Raptor. There are two types of storage boxes, the Universal and the Magic. I like those names. Both boxes are ideal, apparently, for storing tokens, dice, cards, and even game boards. And they come in two different sizes, small and medium. They both have various wood finishes and colours. I told you I can't speak today. Plus, there is a pledge level where you can choose from 7 different fantasy and sci-fi artworks that goes on top of the boxes. And e-Raptor have been designing these type of accessories now for over 5 years, so they do have a good pedigree, and I've seen and bought a couple of their products, and I do recommend them. So they obviously know what they're doing. That finishes on the 17th of June. Elvin Root Woodworks have created a wooden collapsible dice tower and dice case. I absolutely love this one. When I saw it, it blew my mind. Carpenter Ben Lester has come up with it. It's a really ingenious idea. It's a dice tower that allows the dice tower to collapse down in on itself, and then it's got a nice little strap to fasten it, and it's ideal for carrying around and traveling with because it all collapses down. Brilliant idea, and they are handcrafted, and they use really good quality premium wood to build these. And as I say, it collapses down. There's a video that shows you how easily you can unclip it, and then he just kind of pulls it up, and it all just collapses up. So you've now got a tie. It looks really, really quirky, and just really love it. Absolutely love this one. Plus, not only that, there is a 20-sided huge dice that actually sort of splits apart, that then you can store other dice in it. I love that idea. So if you've got, and obviously any tokens or whatever you want to put in there as well, love it. Really like this campaign, it's brilliant. Their starting pledges do start quite high, but it does look like it's a premium product. So obviously if you have the spare cash, then this would be for you. If you're a bit tight on money, and that's absolutely fine because they are quite expensive, then maybe you could give this a pass. It is already funded, and it finishes on the 9th of June. And Bottled Imp news, just a quick reminder, I know we keep banging on about it, but we are going to be at the UK Games Expo, and it's this Friday. Yes, only a couple of days away. We do have a stand there, the Bottled Imp. It's G17 on Baker Street, so if you are there, please come and say hello. We'd love to have a little chat with you, it'd be fantastic. Plus, I'm going to be signing and selling my new book, which is The Legends of Grimace Ironblood, so you could be one of the first people to get your hands on it. That's exciting. I'm excited because, you know, I've never launched a book before, so I'm looking forward to that. Then we will be actually doing a few Imp chats over the next couple of days. We'll be posting those, explaining and going into a little bit more detail about both of those events. But that's all we have time for this week, which is probably a good thing because I couldn't talk today. Remember to watch our Friday fantasy show, obviously every Friday, and we do have a Facebook page and a Twitter page where you can leave comments. Plus, obviously, you can leave comments on our YouTube episodes as well. Thank you to all of those people out there, fellow imps that have subscribed. If you haven't done so yet, please do. You're very welcome. Remember to spread the word for the Bottled Imp. So until next time, fellow imps, remember to keep it unreal, especially the news.